Good morning, Brother McQuinn. I'm Sister Johnson, and I viewed your video, and it was very fascinating. And I think we might have had a class together in the summer, but I'm not sure because I remember meeting you being from Canada. Um, it sounds like you had quite an interesting upbringing and introduction into the church, having parents that planted churches. That must have been, moving around might have been a lot like me being raised in the military, except we weren't doing something as valuable as planting churches, but nevertheless, we got to move around a lot. I enjoyed that part of your study, your video. I listen to you identify the greatest challenge that you see, and I found that very interesting because it's something I think about quite a lot, especially as we watch the news day by day, what our Congress is doing in the United States. And when Bishop was alive, we would often talk about how do you live in a world that's legislating sin, because that was my world. That is my view, that we're passing laws that make it legal to be sinful. And not that the human race isn't sinful anyway, but it just is a lot to reconcile in today's world. And yeah, I thought it was interesting that you said it was illegal in Canada to quote scriptures or read scriptures in certain areas. And I thought that that's kind of telling about society. And is that a preview of where the whole world is moving to, since it seems to me that Christians are quickly becoming the bad guys in our society because we're not accepting and open to just every little thing that just is thrown our way. But anyway, I thought what you said was right. We need to be well versed and very prepared to have discussions about these things when the opportunity arises. It's something that is bothersome. I don't really know. I haven't prepared my own mental foray of how do I respond to things, and it's probably something I need to think about, because at any day my grandson could come home and ask me some very telling questions about what's going on in his school. He goes to a public school. Um, it's just a lot to comprehend and take in, and yet it's so real and ever present before us. I got excited as you were talking about your Revival by Design program. I think that whatever you call it, whatever you do to do it, because you are experiencing everything we all like to experience in by way of miracles, tongues being interpreted, folks being saved, and really that is our mission, is for the salvation of the lost souls. And um, I like to hear about miracles because I believe they're happening in the earth every day. We just are missing them and we're not testifying about them. But I think God is still God, and He is still able to do great and wondrous things among the people. And so that was an exciting part of your video, knowing that that program was there. And obviously, it's very mission oriented. And you talked about the 4 home churches that have started. Um, and, I just think that just needs to keep spreading, especially in North America. And I'm in agreement with other students. And I think that we have a great mission field right here on our own continent, because certainly the United States is in a very dark place along with the rest of the world. So God bless you. Look forward to seeing you in January, and Merry Christmas.